What's up, guys? Time to show off a new NH build going out to a new customer. So took a build we did before, but instead of doing it in yellow, wanted it swapped over to orange. So we stuck with the same case, a lot of the same items, but a few differences. We did it in obviously the orange style. Orange tipped seconds hand. Your orange tachymeter, that's the only part of the bezel that moves. The interior minute referencing stays. And then this is one of our lasered dials, which is much different than the one you saw before. The one before was an aluminum with a high-powered laser. It's just a completely different style of dial. It's more for super fine detail. Whereas this one, not only does it have good detail, but it has a lot of character. The other, a lot less character. It's just precision number cutting out, whereas and without warping. That's the big thing. This is steel that has the background lasered out on it, and it has a few areas lasered completely out and backside lumed. So your markers through here, we'll see if we can hit the UV light and show off some of that. So a little bit of lume back behind here, but much more character in the dial. We did a link band, custom engraved clasp on here. Man, my hands are... I'm doing construction at my new house, and I'm just like destroying my hands on concrete. So, lo siento for all that. Sapphire glass in there still. You've got your oversized black pointer hands in there. Milled case back. Doxa style build. But that is the build. You get to see that the bezel is a click style. This is an NH38 movement build. Automatic mechanical. There is a rotor in the back, so as you're moving, it's moving too and keeping your time. But if you're not going to be very active or sitting at a desk, etc., make sure you wind it just a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads, and it will kick out into that first position. Kick out right into your hand. There it is. At that point, you can wind. And a wind is a clockwise motion as you're looking at it. But if you do this for 5-10 seconds, you're going to max out your 41-hour power reserve on it. So if you know you're going to be driving, sitting at a desk all day, and you want to make sure you do not lose time, just sit here and wind it for a second. And just get a good wind on it. Now, you can't overwind it. It has a slipping mainspring, so you are not going to know, like with a mechanical watch, when you're fully wound. With those, they'll stop. With this, you can sit here and wind all day. Has a slipping mainspring, so it's not hurting anything. But when you know you're comfortable with your wind, we've probably wound it twice as long as needed. You're going to pull it to that one and only click, and you can now set your time. Now you'll have a hacking movement, so it's going to stop. You can now set your time, which I think we were on the correct time already. But okay, Google, what time is it? 12:19 p.m. Now you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting. You know you're out because your seconds hand will pick right back up. Push this in and give it a good twist. You'll get back on that crown tube and wind it down. That, good sir, is your build. Now with these, whenever you need to size them, there should be arrows. I'll see if... No arrows, but it's really easy to figure out what to do. So the side that's recessed is the side that you put your punch tool on. So punch. So if you need to remove two, punch out here, connect those, take that piece and feed it back through so the tapered end goes back through, and you would hammer it down towards flush. It's a little bit shorter than the length that goes through here, but you don't want to feed the tapered end down. That's what is, or you don't want to feed in the open end down. It's kind of like a cotter pin. You know, you can't really see, but you want to make sure that the side that is folded on itself is what's feeding through. That is your pointed tip, and then the other end is kind of flared out just a little bit where it kind of grabs and doesn't want to go in any further. So you'll notice that on one side you go that way, but if you look over here, this is the side that's flat. You feed those down. So if you need to take out 3, take out 1 on this end and 2 over here. If you take out 3 on one end, your clasp is in a weird spot on your wrist. You also have your micro adjustments here. Just compress one side and walk it to that middle one, then compress this side and walk it to the next. It is very difficult to, unless you do it like this, to like step it in, like pop it all out and step it in from like here. It's a lot easier to just walk it 1, 1, 1, 1. But that will give you, I believe, a half link in. So if you need to go, I don't believe it's a full link. I think it's a half. Yeah, because going from this to this, that gap there, I don't know that that's quite the same length. It's definitely from that pin to that pin is not the same as from that pin to that pin. So, but I don't know if it's half. It might actually be a little bit more. But in case you didn't know, I don't know what you know. Some people know stuff, some people don't know stuff, or some people think they know stuff and they just want somebody else to go, yeah, you know what. You knew what you were thinking. That is the right thing. So that's your build, sir. I hope you love it. I think it came out pretty stellar. I love the dial. I'm glad you picked the dial. That's the dial I wanted you to pick, to be unique. But you just see how much character is in that dial. And that was a perfect selection. So I think you will love this. That's your build. As with every build, they're going to come with a couple things. You're going to get some watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal. So this whole watch, non-streaky, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. You're also going to have matching beads. It's going to come in a dial matching custom box. And that's your build, good sir. Hope you love it. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.